it's time to get it lit. We got it hot like fever. Sick with the talk, passing your receiver. All about running the spot. And you know we got breath control, so no need to take A-star quizzes, A+ the final. Vocals we align, we'll move it all simultaneously over joints we rock. We earn 30 years, so you can say we got 3 turns. Live off the board, unlike you and your chess men. We install doubt in you and your yes men. And if the game had veins, we'll insert upheaval the ground. Cause the adrenaline we blend with the sound is our thing. Relieving the kings of all crowns. Are you ready? Are you set? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter, right? Turn it up, y'all.
Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is a...
They'll start on the ground with Lindsey, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
He had to escape the pocket there when the blitz came, but give him credit. Kept his eyes downfield, made it work.
And that's when I think a quarterback is really playing at a high level. When you see a guy have pressure in his face, find a way to escape, and not just immediately look for the sideline or a way to get down, but to keep his eyes downfield and try and find a target. How about the way he finished off that play? That was impressive.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. Looking left side, and it's complete. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down. They're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in with...
And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. From 13 yards out. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game.
Here we go. 8, read. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
On 1st and 10, Kennedy forced out to his left. Wide open receiver complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
I think that should have been chalked up as a winning play for the defense, and they somehow beat it, didn't they? Right into quarterback flush to his left, yet he finds his tight end on the left side of the field. That's a tough throw. What a great completion.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
2nd and 6. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
They've looked his way quite a bit, and in my estimation, as well they should.
Well, that's now 5 catches in this first half alone.
And he picks up another first down. He's been an important part of their offense here early.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
30 base.
That was really well done right there. That almost looked like a training camp drill. Able to get outside of the pocket, kept his eyes down.
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. From 3 yards out. And the Broncos are...
Ready? 70, Indy. Down to lose 1. Go.
Throwing on first down. Kennedy. This will be caught inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score.
Ready. 18 Gator.
All day, dog. Mike's
Get it.
On first down, Kennedy buying time to his left. And it's a fumble. And the Colts pick it up. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
They'll try to atone for it here on this drive. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking to go back to Sutton there, but now it's third down. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
A good pickup there at 22. This quarterback now nearly perfect. 9 to 10 in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. This quarterback now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Looking to throw on second down. Kennedy, he's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
From the gun on third down, Kennedy. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. That one going for a gain of 11 and a yard here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
Sliding out of the pocket. This will be caught at about the 6. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. 2nd and goal from the 1. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends.
Hey, Haywood!
Mike's 59! Mike's 59! Let's go one more!
Get it!
To throw on second down. Kennedy looking end zone, but it's incomplete. I can't imagine we'd see another throw here. 3rd and goal from the 1. Looking to throw. Kennedy. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. And they'll burn the time. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
And now the third down throw incomplete. So the Broncos coming out now. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
And he lost the football, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man. Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe you change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Yeah, he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense is getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it. So those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly. Another
2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter. One quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On third down, Kennedy dancing to his left. The result is a first down.
How many times do we hear that third down may be the most important down in football, and there's no better example than what we just saw right there. Forced to scramble, knows where the first down marker is, dives for it, and gets it. What a big-time play, putting his body on the line to pick up a key first down.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 22 yards there, a first down.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear.
Well, now Lindsey lost the football, and the Colts pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And coming out now, the Broncos. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand-new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Steps away to his left. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsey. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game.
Watch the run.
On 2nd down, it's Lindsey. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
Let's go. Let's do this.
Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down.
Defense.
Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the fourth. Hard to believe.
Really hard to believe, and now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it?
Yep. The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10. The win for the Broncos seemingly assured. They go down to a knee.
Here we go. 50, clear.
They go to a knee here, and with that, it's on to the AFC title game. So they file for the exits here in silence. And what a job to come in on the road, divisional round of the playoffs, and you get to end it by going down to a knee.
Now their confidence has to be at an extreme high. That's 2 weeks in a row they've gone on the road and gotten it done. They don't care where they go. From here on out, they think they can beat anyone.
So this one will wind up a Denver victory, and it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that.
Hello, everybody. It's the coach. This is a special edition of the AFC Championship game. Be a good one between the Denver Broncos and the Los Angeles Chargers. With that, let's get out to Southern California with the call from Los Angeles. Here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson, California. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl, and it'll be a great one between the Denver Broncos and the Los Angeles Chargers. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Go. The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On second down now, it's Lindsey. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first. An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on third.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game. It's a nice job hitting him on the angle route there, coming out of the backfield, cutting sharply across the middle. And that's good timing between the quarterback and his receiver.
Effective third down play to move the chains. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Early down stuffs will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Looking to throw on second down. Kennedy. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
To throw on third down, Kennedy eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
I'm not sure he falls under the category of mobile quarterback, but he's athletic enough that if you don't keep your rush lanes intact, he finds a way to hurt you.
As coaches like to say, I wouldn't call him a burner, but enough there in the tank. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs, but the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's second and 12. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Pilot, 64, weak. Hey, wahoo!
57's mine. Let's go, baby. They turn over. Get that ball.
Get ready.
Back to throw. Kennedy being chased out left. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. They get a big amount back, 18 yards, but they'll still. And Denver getting set to take the field. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach. because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit. They're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A gain there of 21 yards.
Ten over. You got nothing to run. You got nothing.
On first and 10, Kennedy. And this is caught at the 8. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
That looked like a common mistake made by the defense. Sometimes there's confusion, right? They're in zone.
And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. 5 yards on the touchdown run. And the Broncos are in for 6. He doesn't need a lot of space for an electric run. He showed that there. Heck, they told us this week they were
on the set.
Throwing on first down. Kennedy forced out, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Marcus Davenport able to drop him for a loss of a couple. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Now they face a second and long following the holding penalty. Looking to throw. Kennedy throwing left side here, and it's complete. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike.
On third down, Kennedy. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now... Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, second and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
So the big play moves them all. He is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
2nd and 13, buying time to his left. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Back to throw. Kennedy.
I think I recognize the error there. Zone defense, and you got everything in front of you. But when the quarterback breaks out of the pocket, sometimes that discipline breaks down and guys get out of their spots. Quarterback's able to find his open receiver there for a first down.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo.
Throwing again. Kennedy. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. The Broncos on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Looking to throw. Kennedy dancing to his left.
On third down, the defense decided to blitz. A very good job of recognizing it, stepping away from the pressure, and finding open space to scramble and pick up a first down.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. And since the penalty occurred in the end zone, move the ball to the 1-yard line.
First and goal from the 1-yard line. Costly penalty.
Back to throw. Kennedy. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Noah Fant as the first half is winding down. And the Broncos have taken the lead.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
Touchdown. So now we'll look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take it back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Well, they decided to air it out a little bit on that play, take a shot downfield, but the coverage was really nice. Able to get a hand in and tip it away.
Second catch of this AFC title game, and he's got a first down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down. Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too. He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful. Now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down. The Broncos on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Kennedy. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. The drive stays alive. A third down gain of 8. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. 1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They'll run on first down. Lindsey. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is...
Well, now Lindsey lost the football and picked up by the Chargers. There he goes left side. And he will score. Touchdown, LA. On first down, Kennedy. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Back to throw. Kennedy. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Joey Bosa. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, there's times when you see these catches that are made, and we just know the guys playing it are really wishing for college rules. Only need that one foot down instead of 2. It's awfully difficult on the sideline, isn't it?
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Kennedy steps away to his left. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
I think by now it's been demonstrated quite well in the NFL.
And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game.
Set up, 30 base. It's a party now. It's a party.
On 1st and 10, Kennedy being chased out left. All tied up, less than 2 minutes to go. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Joey Bosa able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
Back to throw. Kennedy. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again for the 41. To throw again. Kennedy forced out to his left. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Nice solid game there, partner, but the clock is starting to become his enemy.
Absolutely. Every second right now, more and more precious as it ticks.
Two.
Looking to throw. Kennedy buying time to his left. He may try and run for this. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down. That one checks all the boxes, doesn't it? You get the first down, check. Get out of bounds, stop the clock, check.
Bill, how about one last check? Keep your quarterback from getting hit. That's a big check.
Yeah, check there as well. Good call. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. Desmond King there on the coverage. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've had plenty of success. 8 conversions, looking for a 9th. This is 3rd and 4.
Hey, box truck.
Back to throw. Kennedy. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
And that'll close the books on the conference championship. For Charles Davis, myself...
Time to bring the bass bird. Sir, I'm going big like a lineman. She want bring the limes in. She wanna pull up to the crib, we can't dine in. Up right away, couldn't even get a vine in. Straight with the money we aligned in. Tell me how they broke, tryna chime in. Jesus watching over here in diamonds. He the only reason why do not get violent. Ay, cause he gave me patience. Ay, swear that all makes sense. Ay, when you making bands can make friends. Cause I know they tryna shit like Ray-Bans. Got a bad little shorty wasting. And I own it, I ain't gotta pay rent. Ay, I know we the ones that ain't them. Put both hands together and I'm saying amen. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going bigger. Postmates how I deliver. My game too cold, made it shiver, but I'm still a hot boy. Cool it down, let it simmer. Hey, see him mad, got him bitter. Can't stop the shine with a dimmer. Only what I give her, and she let her call me baby, but I do not need a sitter. See me dip, yeah, I'm saucing. People at the bank see me often. Let the money run, it's a faucet. She gave me the that's a boss it. Took over the game, now we all in. I was down in the chips, then went all in. Throwing up the game, ain't no vomit. Make my mama stop working, that's the promise. Going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm P-P-P-Love, time to bring the bass bird.
wear ball mains. All I ever do is ball, man. I am not a rapper, they all lame. I am not dope, I'm hard. Wait, I can power up and level up at any moment. Spitting like a semi, only give me semicolon. Couple zeros like I'm sending yell nets. Every flow is unmatched, and I better get set in. Finish them. Mess around with me and I diminish them all. Even if I ever did the minimum, all. In the end result, I'm better killing them all. Rogue One, but I got a team with me. Batman when I got a team with me. I get mean, I get green. Show the whole game what's never been seen. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tanks. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tanks. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank.
Designer sneakers hurt my feet now. Every beat is getting beat down. Couldn't eat, well watch I eat now. Like how you getting paid to freestyle? Different cities every week now. Every woman is a now. With state prop, you looking bleak now. I was home to sleep, designer sheets now. 30 different missions. When I speak, they listen. Couldn't find it, so she fishing. Who the crew? It wasn't you. I know it's true, cause you look like the opposition. Run it up. Greatest ever sums it up. I ain't have a lot when I was coming up. Kinda made my stomach turn when I brung it up. Wait.
Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tanks. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tanks. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank.
I do this for the family. I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they soldier chills. My jewelry code is chill. Stories treacherous. I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Paper stuff the edge like I don't know no feel. See the pain deep in my eyes. They know it's real. Yeah, been this way before the deal. Say this one for your photo real. Blessing after testing. I'ma show them skills. Show them skills. Yeah, how about it? You want it, you have it, you got it. Go snatch it, skirt the lot. Go ahead, jump it, how about it? Rep for your bro. When you're post, you're popping your projects. Pain driven, itching, drumming. Hey, look how far we coming. Heartbeat on the streets, you can do it. Ain't built for the weekend. Sweet, this sugar. One man army, but get deep. Watch what you doing. I ain't damaged goods, damn out the clay. You wish you could. I do this for the family. I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they soldier chills. My jewelry code is chill. Stories treacherous. I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Paper stuff the edge like I don't know no feel. See the pain deep in my eyes. They know it's real. Yeah, been this way before the deal. Say this one for your photo real. Blessing after testing. I'ma show them skills. You ain't gotta tell me. I know I'm ill. Stories treacherous. I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah, so suspenseful. I'm up in the field. Saw it in my eyes. It was the Tiger Hill. Gon' jump off the line and see the fly the field. Rewrite your history off this line right here. Your best bet be ahead. Easy to get rich or dead. Trying. This ain't never new. I just be 10 steps instead. Snooze I won't. I can't lose. Ready, rest or a bed. Do what you can to do. Make it next move your best. I do this for the family. I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they soldier chills. My jewelry code is chill. Stories treacherous. I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Paper stuff the edge like I don't know no feel. See the pain deep in my eyes. They know it's real. Yeah, been this way before the deal. Say this one for your photo real. Blessing after testing. I'ma show them skills. You ain't gotta tell me. I know I'm ill. Stories treacherous. I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. I do this for the family. I might just blow my wheel. I keep it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they soldier chills. My jewelry code is chill. Stories treacherous. I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Let's go. That first off the edge like I don't know no feel. See that pain deep in my eyes. They know it's real. Yeah, been this way before the deal.
How fit to be the boss? Let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. And I gotta win no matter what, like fourth down, Hail Mary, no punch, like every my touchdown, I got a stunt. Randy Moss, yeah, my number's going up. All these trophies, what do I need any more for? Check the stats up, you can check the scoreboard. Check the stats, Jake Critch, I'm the QB. Ran it up and then I went and got a new freeze. How fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star, in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. How fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star, in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go.
All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy. The long fortnight of Super Bowl week is over, and away we go in Super Bowl 58. This will be taken in at the 1. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis, beyond thrilled to be bringing you the Super Bowl. All the pomp, all the circumstance, all the pageantry. It doesn't get any better than this, partner.
I'm loving sharing this booth with you, sharing this moment, this type of a game. For all the teachers who said we'd never make it, we're here.
And we talk these last couple weeks about the buildup, the anticipation. I think these guys are just ready to get out there and get this thing started.
And I know that both coaching staffs have spent considerable time trying to figure out how to best bring their team up to a peak without taking them over the edge and causing a lot of issues early in the game.
And you don't think much of a pregame speech is needed for this one?
I think the pregame speeches were the shortest all year. If they didn't just say, let's go get them, guys, they probably talked too much.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A gain of 13. It's a first down. On first down, it's Lindsey. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. Ha-ha, Clinton Dix there for the stop. On second down, it's Lindsey. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 yards there, first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
They'll run here with Lindsey, and this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Hey, Steve 6.
Looking to throw. Kennedy dancing to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he'd been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
Well, that is not what you want to see from him on the big stage, obviously. And he's been so reliable all season long.
A big part of why they've gotten here to this game. But you have to wonder, will this haunt them later as this Super Bowl progresses?
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Steps away to his left. Oh, he's going to take a shot right. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And all the way down to the 7-yard line. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. And even 50 yards. A chance for the first score of this Super Bowl. Here's first and goal. They'll drop the throw. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. It's picked up by the Broncos. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football.
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore. Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Shaquille Barrett with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Rolling to his left. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, yes, this is what the good ones do. He used his legs to buy a little bit more time rolling to his left, and at one point, he flipped the switch from passer to runner, and he got a pretty good gain out of it.
7 yards there and a 1st down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
6-6, pull it high.
Hey, check Mike 57, Mike 57. Hey, watch that.
And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Airing this one out for Evans. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Ready? 15, Ronnie. 15 line.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Being chased out left. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to hold that one in.
Back to throw. Kennedy. Open man is Allison, complete. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Now a handoff for Lindsey. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. And that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there because trying is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the 1st down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Call that a very strong gain of 24. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. On the move to his left. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one good for 24 yards. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
He'll drop to throw. It's caught by Mike Evans. He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of this Super Bowl, and he picks up the first down. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Got a man, it's Patterson, complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the top. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense.
And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. With the first touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Bucs are able to strike for 6.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Well, right now, under 100 yards of total offense. Screen pass to Lindsey. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Kennedy. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Kennedy. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Vernon Hargraves with a pick. And he will be out of bounds as time has run out on this first half. So we've reached halftime here in the Super Bowl. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Ready? 15, line. 15 line. Secret.
The second half starts with a carry by Bell. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Call it a full 3 yards. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards. Now a first down carry by Bell. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. 2nd and 9 now. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down.
Now, that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you make curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion.
Greystone, Travis. Hey, Charlie.
They'll set up to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
And the Broncos get there and take him down. Von Miller, he's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack.
Go! Let's go! Come on, set! 10-2 stop! Me and you on deck! Okay, Alpha! Now!
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked out and incomplete. He was looking to go back to Sutton there, and it's 2nd down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down.
Hey, Hayward!
Off play action. Kennedy. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
How about that, partner? His 2nd sack of the game, and that puts him in some pretty good company. 17 guys have had 2 sacks in the previous 52 Super Bowls, but only 3 have had the record number of 3 sacks in this game.
And we've got the list here. If he gets another one and everyone behaves nicely, we might just list those out for him. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun. Kennedy got a man. That's Allison. His 2nd catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down.
That's a pretty good throw on the curl route there. 3rd down, and they pick up a first.
Defense should be aware for that, right?
They should be aware, but it's so hard sometimes.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Because when they sell that route really well, you think they're going upfield, then they curl back, show their numbers to the quarterback, and complete the play.
23 yards on the play. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Hate to say it, but that play typifies what we've seen from this offense all game long.
Yeah, don't you think maybe you flip over your play sheet as the offensive coordinator and see the side that says try something different? You know, because this has not worked all game long. They continue to try and get it done. They've got to come up with something a little bit different. Try something special, something they haven't seen.
Anything to score a point. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way, work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on third and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not.
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this fourth quarter. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Hey, echo.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Airing this one out for Evans. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And now it's second down. 2nd and 10. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
Sometimes we wonder about play calls, but this one made perfect sense to me. He's got the only touchdown that they've scored in this game. Tried to get it to him again on another deep ball.
Forced out to his left. Airing this one out for Evans. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up fourth. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. Throwing on first down, Kennedy. And that'll be incomplete. He was looking to get it to Phillip Lindsay there. And that'll bring up second down. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess. And this is going to be intercepted. Vernon Hargraves with a pick. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the fourth quarter and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had the incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
They'll set up a throw. Open man has got it. It's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
All right, let's just go ahead and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set yourself up for the pass.
A well-executed curl route by Charles Davis. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's fourth down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. This one complete to the running back, Lindsey. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Kennedy buying time to his left. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw again. Kennedy escaping the pressure right. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Kennedy dancing to his left. He's got his tight end fan. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll be a 2nd down.
Come on, come get some. Come get some. Come on, come get some. Here, man.
A run with Lindsey out of the gun. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 1st down, right back to Lindsey. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Back to throw. And this is caught at the 8. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and... And he's got it! It's caught for a touchdown! And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Set up. 90, Wolf.
What's the
You draw quarters. 2.
On play action, they'll throw. Evans has it left side. Now they do indeed get the timeout, so all is not lost. They'll have a chance for one final heave to the end zone. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
47's the mic. 47's the mic.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over. And the Lombardi Trophy goes west. And it goes to the Denver Broncos, your Super Bowl champs. And their remarkable season ends in the most remarkable of ways. They get to put next to their name, Super Bowl champion.
And they can't ever take that away, can they?
Nope.
That lasts forever. So good to see the emotion when it's all said and done. You see the hugs. You see the guys sharing, the collective happiness. Makes me want to carry you around a little bit on my shoulders to celebrate the triumph. And congratulations to them. A fantastic season.
And they are the Super Bowl champs. The Lombardi Trophy is theirs, and so are bragging rights for an entire season. What a season it has been. Feels like we have been there every step of the way. Our entire crew doing a wonderful job. Thanks to my broadcast partner, Charles Davis. For all those guys, I'm Brandon Gaudin signing off. We'll talk to you next season right here on EA Sports.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number.
Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't South. You wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna stores.